is that the duality of light. So we'll bring science because we have a lot of tech people who watch all over the world online, and things have to make some sort of logical sense in their mind. So even when I talk to my kids I said, isn't that kind of like Sufi goofy stuff that you've got to believe me? I said, this is a science. There's a duality of light, that science knows that the light is a particle and light is a wave. Most people are just particles and they never will achieve a wave reality and their own wave reality, nor will they ever understand a wave reality. Particle people, when people want to know, what's the difference between you and that guy down at that place over there? So I don't know, but if he's a particle his understanding is completely different. Whatever he explains is from particle understanding, very limited. Whatever he understands of a reality is a particle. Particles on this earth tend to understand separation, because the law of this earth and physicality is that you're a cup, I'm a cup, he's a cup, we're just all cups. So what's spirituality? Is that we don't care about the cups, but this water in here, this liquid in here, this water in here, this water in here, it's all just one ocean of water. Because if you remove the physical, what's left? Is this water, this light. So it means that when we move to the world of light, that's singularity. The world that these people operate and they teach and they talk and they write books about, if they're particle, everything is about separating, 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 because that's what particles do, they separate. But there is a training that finally opened up in sciences about the wave, there's a wave reality. So they used to teach it 1000 years ago. They dark out the room, they put the candle and put a box over the candle, so it's dark, you don't see nothing. Then they pop one hole into this little box. What happens with the candle in a dark room? The light will go that way. But if I pop another hole and another hole and another hole, what happens with light? It's going everywhere because you can't hold it. It's not going to go from only one direction, the light will move from this direction, that direction, but it's still one source of light. Means what? It has a wave. But everybody in life is just operating from the one whole, one direction, one particle. Everything is then separate, 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 you. And the dogma in which they teach is based upon being separate. But those whom God trains to reach their wave reality, then what's happening when they're teaching about wave? And that's when this month is about binary code, on and off. All our technology comes from binary code, on and off. Original binary code has to do with on and off and being a wave. If in life you want to be on, you're the one, you're the particle. When you admit and say, no, I'm not the one, God is the one, then He enrolls you in a school in which to lower yourself from the one. People whom are one, because it's binary code, and you say, look to the heavens like nothing, when they're the one they see nothing of heavens in their life. There's nothing out there, just death, because they're the one, they don't see it, they see it like a dot, they don't even recognize it, it's not recognizable. But those whom are enlisted in spiritual paths, God tells them, deflate yourself. How are you the one? You have not even the ability to heal yourself when you're sick. So then they learn to be nothing, and then what happens? As they become nothing, the one appears to them. And now when they look they say, no, there is one out there, means they see the divinity, the light and the realities. If you become nothing you see the one, but if you are the one you see nothing. There's nothing out there, this is our only existence. So then this training that are enrolled, these we say they have a hunger and being I'm not the one. I'm going to enroll with them to teach me to be no one. No one. So what all spiritual masters? Efface yourself. Tell yourself, I'm nothing, I'm nothing, be humble, keep quiet. You don't have to talk, you don't have to give your opinion, you don't have to defend yourself for everything. Just be quiet, be quiet, be quiet, be humble, try to serve. Walk softly on this earth. Some people you walk like a Tarzan, they shake the building when they have to walk. They want to be known that they've entered. But what's the spiritual path? Take a soft path, be nothing. As a result of training with their teachers, their shaykhs, their guides, then they began to meditate and contemplate that I'm truly nothing, and God begins to show you, you better believe you're nothing, because my kingdom you can't even imagine its power and its size. And the knowledges and realities that are available for the servant only if they lose their particle. Then as a result of losing their particle, what happens? They found out in science that when the particle is not observed, it's acting as a wave. So it means everyone has a lock on themselves that God keeps them under observation. Why can't you act like a wave? Because your angels observe you and you're locked in your particle reality. But what we call spiritual maturity as well, you've proven yourself that you are trying to be sincere, trying to clean yourself, trying not to harm, not to be bad, that you have no bad intention within your heart. You can do some bad actions but it shouldn't be in your heart where I'm intending to do something harmful. As a result, then God begins to release the vision of the angel, say, release it on the servant. That servant can observe themselves, right? They're mature now. They don't need the angel to hold them as a particle. As a result, what happens? The shaykhs operate as particle, but why they're a shaykh is that they're operating as wave. As a wave, they're now the example of that box. As soon as you put the box on the candle, the shaykh who's a wave, a guide who's a wave, means through as many holes as God wants to open, means those are all his students. Wherever his students God has given to him, in whatever direction has given to them, they're poking a hole in that bottle and they're asking for madad. As soon as they ask for madad, that light is reaching to them to be with them. It's not only one place, it can be many places. There's no limit on how many holes the box can have. And because it's the soul, it's not a candle. It's not looms, it's not like 1 million looms and you have to put a bigger battery. It's the soul that has unlimited power from the Divine. If he says, I'm going to send you 100 million people to study with you, then your soul is going to reach these 100 million people, doesn't matter. And the light of their soul is moving. So then what does science find with the wave? That all their knowledges, all their reality, their entire identity is moving in wave format. And then when you train and you understand this particle and wave, you can sit on a bench and look at the horizon and you see everything is a wave. Look at a power line, because there's a lot of electricity and energy, and you just sort of stare at it and kind of close your vision, you see the power line going like this. Because everything has a duality, everything is a wave. And when we understand the wave, we see how it's all interconnected, right? If you kill one, you have killed them all. It was all on one field. That's why the ayat al-Qur'an is describing that. We're the internet, not the internet we made. We're the interconnected reality, all the souls are connected in a field of waves and light and energy. Because light is not like this coming down, light diffuses. As soon as you entered into the room, you entered into the light of the shaykh. You'll leave a portion of your light with the shaykh and the shaykh will leave a portion of his light with you for all of eternity. You can't get rid of it and he can't get rid of you, because it's light. This is the covenant by the Divine. As a result of your light being given to the shaykh, whatever the shaykh is being dressed with from his practices and what God wants to dress upon him at any time, it's in the atoms of his wujud that whatever is being dressed upon the soul will be dressed upon all of those lights. So they carry all of the lights within themselves and they're described like ships. Fulqul mashhoon in Surah Yasin, these are loaded ships. Loaded with what? Loaded with lights. And as a result they cast their light into your soul. What? To begin to graft you and to send these blessings and what we say Divinely grace and Divinely blessings. So people come back and describe that the Prophet is Hadir and Nadir. They say, oh is the Prophet present with everyone? Omnipresence? And the particle scholar comes and says, it's hard for me to say that the presence of the Prophet is with you, is with you, is with you, is with you. I think he's maybe like in one place and kind of again because he's a particle and has not been trained in the world of light. So as he speaks he's giving himself up that he's a particle. So then when you're a particle, go train with the people whom are waves and they'll teach you, no, the presence of the Prophet is with all. And that's why he taught, just make one durood upon me, one salawat upon me, Allah allows my soul to be with you. He's the master of that reality, that his whole nation has access to him. As many as Allah wants to send under his nation, that box has already a hole open for them, waiting. How come you don't make durood sharif? No. So that's what was the importance of the understanding. No, you have to study with the shaykhs of wave realities. They operate from their souls, they reach you from their souls. They're interested in your practices so that your soul has power and your soul can reach to them and they can reach to you. And this is the immense oceans of Divinely grace. And what you achieve of the world of light on this earth carries for all of eternity. But our problem is the overwhelming abundance of particles because people don't want to do spiritual practices anymore. And that's why particles make everything difficult and everything separate, inshaAllah.